Hello there, vinyl community. It's me, Matt. I haven't been around for, oh boy, been a good, well, at least a week and a half, maybe coming up on 2 weeks here. But I got some things to show you. So I said, let me get a couple of videos going here. I got a little surprise for you. And as you can tell by my hat, I'm going back to the country, heart of the country, so to speak. We're going into the heart of the country because, yes, number 2, my second, Paul McCartney Super Deluxe Archive Edition has come in. The ship has come in, folks. I know I told you that I probably wouldn't be collecting all of these, and I still am not sure if I'm going to be putting the time, effort, and money into trying to catch up with these. I think I'm like 8 behind right now. As you noticed from a few videos back, I did Flowers in the Dirt, which I spoke a little about the meaning for that album for me and why I felt it was important for me to have the Super Deluxe Archive Edition. Well, I've decided, you know, if I really feel I can do it and maybe swing the money, I'll get a couple of these. I'll get a few more and see how it goes. Well, I finally decided to plunk down some change and get a second one. And this is another one of my favorite Paul McCartney albums. And unlike Flowers in the Dirt, which I told you was not in my top 5, but is probably in my top 10. And someday I will do a ranking of Paul's albums for you. This baby right here is definitely in my top 5. Someday I'll speak about where exactly I place it in my top 5, but Ram is definitely in the top 5 Paul McCartney releases that I love so much. I mean, I love all his stuff. I can even find good songs on some of his worst albums, like Driving Rain and Pipes of Peace. Anyway, I love stuff on all Paul's albums, but a couple of his albums, like I've told you, are a little bit shaky for me. Not this one, and not Flowers in the Dirt either. I know some people put Flowers in the Dirt down a little bit, but I spoke about that in my last video. But anyway, I feel like with these two babies, here's the first one I showed you. Here's Ram. I feel like I'm Jack LaLanne here. I could be doing a workout while I talk to you and really build up some muscles here. And for those of you that are don't know who Jack LaLanne is, well, count your blessings. That means you're young. You're a younger person, and you have no idea who Jack LaLanne is. For those of you who know that reference and know who Jack LaLanne is, you're an old fart like me. So anyway, I got the Ram Super Deluxe Archive Edition. Again, it came in a box wrapped in shrink wrap. I won't pull out the shrink wrap again because I'll be doing some stress relief while I'm doing this talk, and I don't want to be wasting time with that. So anyway, it was covered with shrink like this. I saved the shrink wrap with a hype sticker on it. And then it also had on the back side, as I showed you in the Flowers in the Dirt video, you know, they had this little paper with contents, you know, what you get to disc 1, the remastered album. You get the bonus audio, which is 8 tracks. You get CD 3, which is the remastered mono album of Ram, which is very cool. CD 4, you get a 4th CD, which is Thrillington, which you can probably hear in the background now. I put Thrillington on the background, which is remastered. And then you get a DVD of bonus video, which has several different things on, a couple of videos. And you get a download card also. So there it is on that paper there. So basically, hopefully that's not too loud for you. You can still hear my voice booming. Anyway, there it is. It's a beautiful package. I know for the Flowers in the Dirt one, which I have right down here on the table, I remember in that video described as being elegant and classy. This one is just, I want to say, it's rootsy, it's folksy, it's country, it's, you know, that's why I've got the old hat on today. It's just, the whole packaging is like a, not a burlap material, but like a, just like a real, like, maybe it is kind of close to burlap, but not quite as harsh, but it's a real, like, kind of down-home country type material, real nice. My number is 1649, 1649. And there it is, and it's a beautiful set. I'm trying to think of another word to describe it. Like I said, Flowers in the Dirt package was more classy, elegant looking. The Ram one is just, I don't know, it's spiffy. I don't know how I'll say it. I'll say this, it's very well put together. I remember if you watch my Flowers in the Dirt one, I spoke about how I did love it. There was a lot of great stuff in it, but I was explaining a little bit how I felt a little bit underwhelmed about some of the items they put in there, and how often would I look at some of those items. Not this one. This one was well worth it. Flowers in the Dirt was too, don't get me wrong. I'm saying this one, I have no complaints. I can't think of any complaints or any reason why I'm even slightly disappointed that I plunked down the money for this. And I have to say, I spent a lot less on this than I did on the Flowers in the Dirt one, which is the new release. This one I was well under $100, so I can't complain because I've seen these things going up to well over 100 and beyond. So I'm very happy with it. And it's a beautiful little set. I'll show you. It opens up almost like a booklet, like this. Okay, I'm gonna do this the best I can without messing this up and ruining something here, but it comes with a beautiful book. I'll put this down. I'll show you each thing as I take it out. It comes on the top level with a beautiful book, okay? Similar in thickness to the Flowers in the Dirt informational book, the back and the front, and nice binding on the side, which is the same color design from the Ram album itself. Beautiful. Very nice packaging on this book. Again, I won't be able to go through the whole thing, but as you can see, it's just got lyrics. It talks about each of the tracks on the remastered album, on the bonus tracks. Ram's legacy now, how people feel about it today. So much material to read. Great pictures of Paul and the family out on the farm in Scotland. This is a great book. I haven't really delved into it yet, but talks about the cover art, how it originated. Great picture, Paul there with his Epiphone Casino. Love that picture. So many good things in here. So anyway, you get this really great book. Beautiful pictures of Paul with his kids, playing his Rickenbacker bass. This is a fantastic book. Denny Sywell, Linda and the kids. And lots of material to read. Lots of great stuff. Paul shearing sheep, learning how to there. Just a great book. Okay, so that's the first thing you get as you open the package. Right on the top, you get this beautiful informational book, pictures, information, plenty of things to read about and learn about the Ram album, its origin, its recording, etc. Then you get this little playback book, long-haired lady playback. Nice picture of Paul on the cover. It's a little paperish book. Picture of a guitar on the back. And basically this book has more, pictures of Paul up in Scotland, recording the album, Linda. It's just like an extra little book. And I have to say, they didn't spare anything on this package, folks. I mean, Flowers in the Dirt, as I told you, there was a couple little things I was disappointed about. But with this Ram one, they did not spare any expense. They really went all out for this package. And they didn't shortchange you at all, believe me. This is a great little package, as you're going to see. So you got the main big book, then you got this nice little book here with more pictures and information. Then you get this cool little envelope file sitting on top. And as you open that up, you get inside this little thing some beautiful 8x10 glossies, high quality stuff. This is not cheap. This is, I don't know if it shows up as well, but this, you can see the shine from it. These are like suitable for framing. I know that sounds like an old cliche, but they are. Look at this great picture, Paul. Nice picture recording the album. Linda and Paul. High quality, folks. This is like something that, a professional printer made for you. Oh, make sure you can see it okay. Paul. And a nice color one of Paul with, looks like Mary, I'm guessing, and Martha, his sheepdog up in the farm in Scotland. Beautiful, beautiful glossy pictures. So again, those came in this file envelope, said photograph paper, sensitive material. They really do it up well. They really make this look like a very important package. Like you know you've gotten your money's worth when you open this Ram Super Deluxe Archive Edition. It's just fantastic. All right, so then you have those three things, and then you have this back little storage section. See it here in the back on this side, and I'll take each of these out. You get this little storage area, and you get your, mine's probably long expired because I think the download cards were good for what, like the first year after this was issued, and I think this was issued in 2012. So this can't be any good anymore, the download card. And then you have this little guy showing you the ones that have been out already. This was the fourth in the series. The first two were McCartney, I'm sorry, Band on the Run was first in 2010. Then you had McCartney and McCartney 2, which I believe was in 2011. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then Ram came out in, like I said, 2012, I believe this package came out. Then you get another little envelope like this, and again, all folded up nice. Very important looking, very well made, high quality, and you get all kinds of cool lyrics and things inside. I'm not going to open each one of these up, folks, but basically you get these wonderful lyrics. I mean, they look like they, as you know, if you watch the Flowers in the Dirt opening I did, very similar to that. Like, it looks like copied right from the actual ones Paul had written himself. Like, there's staining on them and some cartoons that Paul drew and notes, Heart of the Country, handwritten lyrics, Eat at Home, handwritten lyrics. Just a beautiful little bonus pack here to have, like, handwritten lyrics, notes, cartoons and pictures drawn by Paul, and a very nice, well-made envelope here. So, okay, then on the other side you get what's called the Small Book of Sheep. I was reading a little bit about the background of this, and I guess Paul, when he was up in Scotland during the recording of this album, he was, photographs all by Linda, by the way, he was learning how to shear sheep on his farm. He had an assistant who was helping him with that. And as they were shearing the sheep, you don't see Paul in a lot of these pictures, but you see a ton of pictures of sheep. For those of you that like sheep. That didn't come out right. Anyway, sheep. Some sheep pictures for you folks, okay? Anyway, it's a cute little book, and that's in there. Oh man, Matt, chill out, right? All right, and then the creme de la creme, the actual disc. Thrillington is on right now. Here's the envelope it came in, Thrillington. I just put that on for some background music. Then you get the Deluxe Edition Remastered Mono album, okay, with a blue label. You get the Deluxe Edition Bonus Audio, red label. You get the Deluxe Edition Remastered album itself, the regular release, the stereo, yellow label. And then finally you get your bonus film, your Deluxe Edition bonus film on a green label. So, I mean, there you have it pretty much, folks. You have the Ram Super Deluxe Archive Series Edition. A great, great package. I'm very pleased with it. I have no complaints about it. I was very impressed how it's put together. I was very impressed about all the bonus material that was included in this package, as opposed to Flowers in the Dirt, which had some nice stuff in it, don't get me wrong. If you watch that video, you can see exactly what's in that box set. But that one was, compared to this Ram one, that was a little underwhelming, I have to be honest with you. The Flowers in the Dirt one was a little bit underwhelming compared to this one. This is just beautiful. And as I say, even though it's been out several years, I was still able to go online and I was still able to get it for a darn good price. I'm talking well under $100, and I'm not complaining about that. That's fantastic. So anyway, that's it. Didn't want to make this video too long. I just want to let you know that Matt has done it again. I picked up another Paul McCartney Super Deluxe Archive Edition, Ram, to go along with my Flowers in the Dirt, which is right here. These are my two right now, folks, and I know there's like 8 or 9 more out there, and who knows, maybe someday I'll make an attempt to get another one and talk to you about it. And I know some of the packaging is different on all these things. Like these two, from what I can tell, are pretty lavish. That's a good word for it, lavish. they have a lot included in them, and they're very well made and well done. I know some of the others are a little more basic. I think some of the earlier ones, someone said, look like high school yearbooks. You know, there's just like a book. It opens up with pages and the CDs are in the back. I don't have any of those yet. Maybe someday I'll check some of those releases out for you. But these two, these are not just like a small book. These are very lavish productions. And I would highly recommend getting them if you really love a particular album like Ram or Flowers in the Dirt. I would highly recommend either one of them, okay? So that's pretty much it for this video. I'm gonna let you run, and I wanna give a special shout out to Single Pigeon. I did finally get my purple Stamp Out the Beatles sweatshirt. So hey, any of you Beatle fans out there, come on, let's go, get yourself one. Let's get going here. We'll all do our videos, at least do one video wearing your Stamp Out the Beatles official sweatshirt. Okay, so Single Pigeon, thanks for showing that in one of your videos, because I loved it so much I went out and got my own. So anyway, have a great night, have a great weekend. I'll see you all soon. I think I'm going to do another one in about 5 minutes here. Different hat though, and I'll get that right out to you. Okay, so God bless. Thanks again for popping in. Thank you everybody for watching, and I hope to talk to you soon out there in the VC community. Take care. Bye-bye.